Veronica, can you hear me again? Veronica? Veronica, are you able to hear me? Veronica? Hello?
Oh, geez, sorry.
That's all right. Can you hear me now?
Totally. I forgot I had muted it.
That's all right. I was here like, I wonder what's going on. But no problem. I'm glad we got it figured out. Man. All right. So I'll send you some videos too about MindTap navigation and customization and stuff too that you can reference after the call, along with this recording. That'll probably do a better job, and probably they sound a lot better than I will when they speak. So that'll be good for you to have as well. Now with these quick checks, these are graded assignments in the MindTap that students complete. They receive a grade on, and if you have it integrated in your campus LMS like Canvas or Blackboard, it'll offer automatic grade return as well. So grades will automatically flow over from the MindTap side to your LMS gradebook.
Right, and yeah, I'll need video on how to do that.
Absolutely, and we also have a full team here to support you. So I have this, MindTap navigation and customization knowledge, and just kind of some entry level, like I know how to, create that link in Canvas and make sure that we have that grade return. But we also have a designated integration specialist. His name's Michael Hurst. He's really good, and he can do it a lot better than I can. So when that time comes, if you'd like to integrate it, we can absolutely set up a time with him too, where he can help kind of dive in a little bit deeper than I can with some of that entry level stuff.
Perfect.
So with the quick checks, if you click that drop down on 1.7, I just wanted to show you some of this editing functionality. And it'll take just a second to load here. And now hit that pencil on the left-hand side in the top left. And if you hit the pencil next to quick check 1.7, now you can assign available dates and due dates. So available dates meaning, I'm sure you know, but there are a lot of instructors that are like, wait, what does that mean? Available dates are students can't access this assignment until the date and time that you set. So if you want to make sure students aren't working ahead and staying with you on the chapters, you can set those. And then due dates are, speak for themselves. Now, if we go into edit options, here you can change the number of points available on this assignment, the number of takes a student has, if you want to shuffle the questions for each student in each take, and a bunch of other options that it's kind of a little bit overboard, but we're making sure that we're giving you the ability to customize this to fit your course as opposed to you having to customize your course to fit MindTap. So here, again, you can limit the number of takes, provide a time limit. If you like, change the possible score on this assignment, change it to practice, and make a bunch of other customizations. But for right now, if I could ask you just to click the practice button underneath possible score.
Okay, hold on.
On the left-hand side. Oh, no problem.
Reading questions. You said left-hand side.
Yep, just up a little bit under grading.
Oh.
There's that possible score and then the practice button right there.
Oh, got it.
And if you check that and then scroll down, and on the right-hand side, you'll see done. And then if you hit save and close out of this ebook window completely with the X right underneath your name in the top right.
Top right.
Now, if you click the drop down here under, oh wait, where'd it go?
Yeah.
And we did quick check 1.7, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what? This is the same issue that one of my other instructors in Arizona was having. So I'm going to make a note and get that fixed again and make sure that we get a permanent fix this time. Because I was told it was permanently fixed this past fall, but obviously
not so much.
Yeah. Quick checks still disappearing when made practice.
Yeah, because I assumed it would just not say counts towards grade anymore.
That's exactly what it's supposed to say. Oh my gosh, you're right on it. Yeah, instead of that orange count towards a grade, it'll just have a gray practice underneath. So just to communicate to the student that it's practice. But for some reason, MindTap wants to just hide those completely. So, and okay. So I'm going to get on that and make sure we fix that because that's kind of ridiculous. But when MindTap does decide it wants to work completely, which I'm sure is very helps instill confidence when the guy who works for the publisher is saying when MindTap works properly. With these MindTap assignments, you can make any assignment count towards a grade or any assignment counts towards practice. Change any number of points or the number of takes at any of those time limits or shuffle or feedback stuff. It's, again, we really want to make this complement your course and not make it more complicated. So I know I just threw a lot at you, and it doesn't help that the Quick Check 1.7 is now gone. But do you have any questions on some of those edit features?
Let me just go back and, because I know the interesting thing was too when I was playing around with this. If I went to go look at, oh look, there it is.
Yeah, it's just not showing up in the learning path for some reason.
Yeah, when I went to, this time it's not doing it to me. Because I think last week when I was looking at it, if I went to try to look at Quick Check 1.10, I couldn't access it by clicking 1.10. I had to click 1.7 and then they were all there. But it looks like maybe that's not happening anymore.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that could be a pop-up thing, or like Flash could have been wonky.
Okay. That I can totally get. Because my Flash has been funky, actually. I don't know why it's not staying on. I'm like, why?
You know what? It's actually something that Google Chrome did with their last update. Instead of being able to save certain websites or certain domains as like trusted domains and safe domains, it won't do that anymore. It makes you do it every single time, which is great because it's not super annoying to have to remember to turn on your Flash and allow pop-ups and things like that every single time you want to access something, right? So it's not just you, it's something that everyone's dealing with Google Chrome right now.
Okay, I feel better then because I don't remember ever having this happen, and I'm like, I didn't change any settings. I didn't, you know.
Yeah, you should have seen it around here when that happened. Oh, everyone thought the world was ending. It was like nothing in MindTap opens, nothing in MindTap works, but it was a Google Chrome update. So now it's kind of 50-50, and we tried to take a lot of our stuff off of Flash to make sure that you were still able to access it. So really it's just the stuff that like requires that, you know, that we have to have Flash for it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. You know, the stuff that like it can't live without Flash is on Flash now instead of just everything being on that.
Right. Gotcha. This regenerate algorithmic questions.
So there won't be any algorithmic questions in the medical terminology. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten to the point where we can customize what you guys see and you guys as instructors see on this edit options screen for every single individual MindTap. It's just kind of like this is how it rolls out of the factory, and unfortunately, this is one of the things we can't get rid of because if we get rid of it here, it'll also be gone in like our calculus and math MindTaps as well.
Okay. Gotcha. Then I'm curious to know, show question details, student responses, and question scores. So I haven't decided yet. I know that Susan Reno, she teaches this class, and she lets them do unlimited attempts the first half of the semester and then changes it the second half. And I've decided what I want to do about that yet. But if I make it only one attempt straight from the get-go, when they get shown the question details, do they have the option to almost kind of like in their heads retake it, or do they immediately see the right answer when they see the
Yeah, so when they're in the assignment and when they have the one take, when they're in the assignment, they hit that feedback button. It will not tell them the right answer. It'll tell them if they got the question right or wrong, but it won't give them the right answer. Only when they complete the assignment and submit it. And that's to the right there, where if you provide feedback immediately after take, or you want to wait till like a due date passes, you can do that as well. But they won't see the correct answer until either if they got it right on their submission when they try to answer that question, or until after they complete the assignment, they'll be able to see their answers compared to the correct answers.
Okay, in line with the question. So
that's correct.
Okay. Is there a way, because see, scoring when multiple takes are allowed, I would really love it if there was a way to, okay, it's been graded, but now I want you to have the ability to go back and practice with it. Can I make one of these, like, can I, here, let me get out of here. Canceled. So on my, here, have this be here once as a grade, and let's say it is open until this Friday, and then have these repeat that they're not available till Saturday, and have them be just practice.
That's a good question, and I'm thinking it out on the spot. I think, excuse me, I'm sorry. I think, yes, there is a way to do it. It's going to take a little bit of legwork or click work, but that'll be where we want to use the See Now app inside of MindTap, which is where you can create new assignments from question banks. So if you hit if you hit the add/create in the MindTap window.
Okay.
Oh, you're thinking of Cogniro. So Cogniro is completely different.
Okay.
Those are just test banks that were generated completely separate from MindTap, have no relation to it. The See Now app inside of MindTap will show you the question banks for every single type of assignment in this MindTap. And then it was made as a way for you to create a final or a quiz or a test based off of certain chapters and certain types of assignments. But you could create these assignments as practice again, unlocking on Saturday, so students can go back and complete them again.
Okay. So where's the See Now?
So I would recommend hitting that button right there.
Oh, that was the See Now. Got it. I remember seeing this. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll send you a video on this too, because this isn't something I work in all the time. But I have, again, just kind of that entry-level knowledge. So let's hit Create Assignment in the top left. And we'll do a homework.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to go back through and mark this as practice. So you could name it something like Practice Quick Check 1.8 Building Terms or something like that. And now you can go through and actually select the assignment you want to pull from. So you can see we've got chapter homeworks, the check yourself, comprehensive, image labeling. I would try looking under the homework.
Image labeling.
Oh, wait, I just saw quick checks right there.
Okay,
if you scroll down a little bit more.
Chapter homework. Yeah. Oh, chapter homework. Oh, fun. Okay. So quick check, building terms, quick check abbreviations. So it doesn't necessarily go by a quick check like So I would, for the 1.8, I would have to go to like building terms.
Right. So since 1.8 is a building term, you would click the quick check. Yeah. So you can unselect all of the boxes and select just the 1.8 if you want that one.
Oh my.
Yeah, there's a lot in there. So I would actually recommend hitting the minus button next to homework at the very top right there, and then hit it one more time. And then we'll hit 1.8. So it wipes it out. Yeah. And then from here, it's non-algorithmic because we don't have algorithmic in here. Grading is automatic for you. And the 1.8 questions are all going to be fill in the blanks. So from here, I would hit continue.
Okay. And by the way, tell your IT department, some of us are getting older and they need to make a way to make this bigger.
So you actually can. In the top right underneath your name again, yeah, that expand button. But I agree with you. I think it should automatically be full screen instead of that little screen that opens up.
And the typeface. This is, you know, when you look at that whole list of questions. Okay.
Well, I will say that we also are, Google Chrome is our preferred browser, even though the Flash thing was really dumb. So if you change the size of the text in Google Chrome, it'll change the size of the text in MindTap too.
Like this?
So if you do the zoom.
Oh, yay. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. So this screen will show you the questions that you selected. And then you can click on them in preview, or you can just select them all if you know you're just going to move them all. And hit include on the right side if you feel good about moving them over. But you can also preview them on both sides.
Got it.
So you can go through each one here, preview it, and just make sure that you like what these questions are offering. And again, this is mostly for like creating quizzes and finals and things like that.
Okay. So, okay. Totally off topic, but don't let me forget to ask you about quizzes and finals when we're doing the standard versus the simplified course content thing.
Okay.
I got to remember to ask you about that. Okay.
Sure.
So, continue.
Yep, you can hit continue here.
And it's thinking.
And it'll think just for a second. Or it should just think for a second.
It doesn't love me. There we go.
And now you're being brought to this screen. So right now it's got unlimited takes. They won't receive a grade for this because it's if you mark it as practice. So it'll just show them like, hey, you got 4 out of 5 possible points on this assignment. It just won't move to the grade book because it's a practice assignment.
Okay.
But you'll have all the same customizations that you had on that previous screen.
Okay. And then create assignment. Now this says save.
So so save as a new set is you can, and this is a little bit above my head as well when it comes to the MindTap customization, which is why we have what's called a digital success specialist or a DSS. Her name's Anna, and this is what she specializes in, is making these like question sets. But save as a new set means that you will save a certain assignment set, and you can name it. So if you want to click it, this will actually save you some time, I think, if you want to go through and make these customizations. I would just call this like practice quick checks.
Okay. I'm not going to bother to save it because I didn't really, play with it yet. But
sure.
That's
and once you've done that, instead of having to make the changes every single time on each one of these customizations, you can just apply an option set where it says default homework, and you'll see whatever you've created set. So saving you a little bit of time and a little bit of clicks.
Okay. Let's try creating this. Let's see what happens.
So now you're going to be brought back to See Now. And in search assignment names, just do practice quick check.
Okay. Have a good day.
And now you can just hit enter or go. And we see that it's in here and it is not linked to the Mind tab yet. So if we close out of this window, and on the left-hand side, there's add/create.
On the left-hand side of that one?
Right there. Now you can add an activity, and you can click See Now Homework Activity. And this is where you can pull that assignment into the Mind tab learning path, or that kind of table of contents look and view where you saw the other quick checks. So you'll just select it, the circle on the left-hand side, and then hit continue. And it'll ask you one more time if you feel good about these customizations.
Sure.
And now you can select where you want to put it in the Mind tab learning path, assign an available date and a due date. So I would do it, since it's Quick Check 1.8, I would put it, actually, go ahead and leave this little drop down and go to the drop down just above it. Associated topic. And I would do chapter 1.
Study time?
No, I would do primary medical terms and word parts. And now you can assign an order.
Within the topic.
Right. Okay. So then I would put it below 1.10 and put the rest. Maybe I did put it at the wrong spot. Try associated topic one more time. And let's just do chapter 1. And now if you go order within topic, you can put it below, let's see, the lookalike. Yeah, if you want to put it before chapter 1, pronounce. And then hit add. Now we'll see that we've got that practice quick check 1.8 as a practice assignment below the counts towards a grade quick checks.
Okay, at least it's there.
Yeah, and I know that's a hell of a process. So again, I'll send you that video, which will walk you through it quite a bit better than I will. Okay. And you can just hang on to that, and it'll help in the long run, I think.
Okay. So back to, I was reading through, the stuff, and it tells you that, yeah, there are so many terms to learn, and there's a standard syllabus type stuff, and then there's the simplified one. Mm-hmm. But from what I can tell, it seems like all of these things are based on the simplified. I think it said that all the answers to the stuff was going to be from the simplified one, meaning the 60 terms and the, prefixes, suffixes. So if I am going to be teaching, and I'm assuming testing, off of the full-on, how do I get them to practice the additional stuff?
Okay. Where were you seeing that simplified versus standard?
All right, hold on. Simplified syllabus option. Okay, well, let me open it up in Word so we can. Come on. So, stop it. Here we go. Okay, so course planning, okay. You have the simplified syllabus option. And right. Then the standardized one has more than 150 terms. But it looks like
okay, so let me simplified syllabus. versus standard and key terms. So I'm going to ask our product specialist about this. He works directly with our product team, and see if he can give me a little bit of a rundown on this and explain what, you know, like why each is what it is, and then if we can pull in the standard version of that for you.
Yeah, and I think I read somewhere when it was talking about all these activities that are on MindTap, that it's just doing the simplified stuff. Well, that's not going to help my students if I want to teach the standard. How do I get them to practice all the standard stuff?
Right. Okay.
From this, it looks like if I want to do the standard, the test bank has all the questions for standard, whereas the simplified, they give you a separate thing. So I'm not worried about testing them. It's more, I'm worried about how to get them to practice everything that's beyond the simplified.
Right. Okay. And I'm just taking down some written notes here, so if I'm pausing, I apologize.
No, I completely understand, because I have to write stuff down or I will forget.
So we want to test students on the simplified and offer them practice.
No. I know how to get them. This looks like it tells me the simplified. The simplified, when you go to the instructor manual for each chapter, so this is chapter 1, right? You get 2 quizzes from the simplified and 2 from the standard. But my thing is, like, these classroom activities, the medical bingo, the crossword puzzle, word search, medical mystery soap notes, and the stuff on MindTap, like these quick, your booger snot, right here, these quick checks and yada yada. If I'm reading this information correctly, this is all based on the simplified syllabus.
Okay.
So how do I get my students practicing? Because I can't test them on stuff if I'm not making them practice it.
Right.
So how do I get them to practice it? Because I don't want the first time that I'm annoying them with something to be on an exam. That's not fair to them.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. Now I see standard key terms and MindTap. Before testing. Okay. Yeah, I follow you now. So yeah, let me get in touch with our product specialist. His name's Tony. I know I'm throwing a bunch of names at you too. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I'll get in touch with Tony and see if he can offer me like a little bit of information on how we can pull those in for practice before students are getting tested on those.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, so what else you got for me, Veronica?
All right, let's see. Okay, we talked about, let's see, I got the rental access, MindTap assignments versus standard, videos, okay, we talked about that, MindTap, good, students cannot, okay. So again, something I was reading when I went to access certain instructor resources. There's this little thing they make you read and check the box, and I actually read some of it. And from what it looks like, I cannot make the PowerPoints available for the students to download.
So you can through your LMS. So you would need to download the PowerPoints and then upload them to, do you guys use Canvas?
Yeah, and I don't mean like physically I can't. I mean legally it made it sound like I couldn't.
Oh no, you absolutely can. 100%. When it comes to the what you can provide the students, you just can't provide them the MindTap for free. So you wouldn't be able to like pull the MindTap up on a projector in the classroom and just like teach from the MindTap. That's what that means. But the PowerPoints themselves, you have full. Please do share with the students if you like.
Okay, okay, thank you. Because I was like, I've never heard of that. Oh my God, have I been doing the legal crap this whole time?
No, no, you are perfectly within the law.
Okay, thank you. Because I kind of freaked out a little.
No, I understand. Trust me. I thought that one time too. I was actually like, for some reason, I started reading the fine print, and I was like, oh my gosh! I tell all my instructors that they can provide the PowerPoints to the students. Like, am I gonna get fired? And like, I went to my boss. He was like, no, like everything's fine. Like, don't, you're being stupid. Don't freak out. So yeah, you can absolutely upload that to Canvas and provide that to the students if you wish. It's really just pretty basic, generic level info in that PowerPoint.
Yeah, okay, cool. Um, Something that, okay, I'm gonna compare you to another publisher, really sorry, but
No, no problem.
I also use Evolve, and they have image banks where because some of your slides, I'm a very visual person, and I try to, you're supposed to engage all your students, whether they're visual, auditory, aesthetic, whatever.
Right.
So some of the pictures from the book aren't on the slides, and I like to pull them in, but I don't see an image bank anywhere to get them from. Do we not have one?
So I'm pretty sure we do, and I'm double checking real quick before I tell you otherwise.
Right.
Let's see. This is really zoomed in. Let me see if I can find. It may be under this.
And this is the weirdest thing too. When I try doing this and putting in my password.
Yeah, sometimes if you leave it open for a while, it can kind of freak out and make you re-sign in.
But the problem is,
it's not working for you.
No, I have to actually go back out here, refresh this page. Sign back into this, because there's my username and password, and then go to the instructor companion site, and it'll log me in. But if I just enter, don't know why.
That's weird.
Very.
Okay. So I'm looking through, and I don't see an image library like right off the bat, but let me take that down, because I mean, we have them. We have to have them because we put them in the Mind tab. So let me see if I can get them, and if I can have them uploaded to this, or just send them to you directly, or both.
Sorry about the noise. Apparently they're picking right now to blow shit that has been there for like 2 weeks.
Don't worry about it. We're my fiance works at K Jewelers around here, so she was off yesterday, and we just got a bunch of snow over this weekend. She was like, "Man, I'm so excited. I can sleep in." And at like 8 a.m., she was like, "I woke up." She texted me. I was here in the office. She was like, "I got woken up to people shoveling and scraping, and they didn't stop for 3 hours."
Oh, that's craziness right there.
Yeah. So trust me, we know all about the crappy noises, and it snowed like 3 days ago. So they waited until Monday to actually come and do it. It's like, come on, man. Like, yeah. So I'll find out about the image library after my little tangent there. I'll find out about the image library and either have it uploaded to this companion site or have it sent to you, or hopefully even both, depending on how big of a file that image library is going to be.
Okay. That would be great. Okay, so I'm going to have to play around a little bit, and I guess Tony is the one who's going to figure out that standard versus simplified thing.
Yes, I'm going to get in touch with him and ask him if he can either send me over some documents that help outline like where we can pull the standard stuff versus just the simplified, or where that standard stuff lives compared to the simplified, and we can reconnect after that and go through it again and figure out where that stuff lives.
Okay. Yeah, just because, trying to, like I said, I don't want to give them all this stuff and then have them no way to practice it. And just a suggestion too, would be, because we've got the PowerPoints, you've only got one set of PowerPoints. And if it's going to be a simplified class, there should not be 120 sentence slides in a chapter. Just a little suggestion.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Right here is
My God.
chapter 3, I think. Yeah. Now, granted, I added a few for pictures, but it's still 120 something slides.
Okay.
So I'm teaching the full-on one, so go me, don't care. But if I were trying to teach the simplified version,
that's a lot.
Dude. Seriously?
Yeah, wow.
That's craziness. So you may want to suggest to, I don't know who, Tony, whatever. Don't know, but that they might want to have 2 sets of PowerPoints, because if you get a new instructor, thank God I've been doing this for a little while, a couple of years, but you get a brand new instructor just trying to use this and opens this up to 120 something, they're going to cry.
Right. Absolutely. I can't believe they actually did that. And I will tell you, this product team is really, really good about suggestions. And I work with a bunch of different product teams. I have like 60 plus disciplines. The healthcare and medical terminology team is probably the best one that it comes to when they actually hear like instructors' complaints or feedbacks or thought or recommendations. So I'll let them know, and I'm sure they're going to be like, wait, like we've had 120 slides in there? That's kind of ridiculous. So I'll definitely let them know.
Here's your slides. Okay, I actually went through and made note of it so I could figure out how long I need for each chapter. These are your slides, not what I've done to them. So you see there, and the textbook is roughly 30, 40 pages per chapter, right? But look at how much it varies.
Yeah.
Look at how much it varies. You've got 41, 73, 121, 67, 89, 79, 121, 73. So, dude.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's bulky.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely let them know that and see if there's something we can do to help split that up. Because that's intimidating.
It can be, and obviously, like we'll go through and pilfer, and not pilfer, but cull. But like I said, for a new instructor, and they're thinking they're going to do the simplified. Oh my God! You're
right.
So maybe they could have 2 sets of slides. I don't know. Just a thought.
No, I appreciate it. That's, first of all, anytime you have any feedback, send it to me, because I'm the last person who's going to get offended, because I didn't make any of this stuff. and I have no problem sending it back to the product team or the MindTap development team, whatever it is.
Okay.
So anytime you have feedback like that, it makes our stuff better, and it makes it easier for me to work with instructors on. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
So, Veronica, what else you got for me?
Actually, right now, I think I'm good. If you could find out about that practice stuff for the students, which one's how to get them the MindTap stuff that's like for the standard syllabus and not just the simplified.
Right.
Like I said, maybe I misinterpreted what I read, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, I don't think you did either. I think it sounds like there's got to be standard assignment banks somewhere, and we just have to pull those in. So, I'll do some digging on that. I'm going to figure out that quick check still disappearing thing. Can't believe that's still happening. I will ask about the image library, and if we can get it on this companion site, if I can have it sent to you. And then I'm also going to bring up the PowerPoints and try and work with them to figure out, can we break them up a little bit, make them a little less dense for our instructors.
Yeah, or even, like I said, have 2 sets, because there are the people, like, we teach a 3-hour class and we teach a 1-hour class.
Right.
So have 2 sets, because there's nothing worse than having to like add tons of slides.
Absolutely.
So maybe have like, instructor downloads, PowerPoint simplified, PowerPoint standard,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So,
and then,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the video's not playing and not having closed captioning.
Right. Videos not playing and no CC. Okay. Now, before I let you go, and I'm sorry to take up more of your time,
No.
Can I just get another hair of information from you real quick?
Absolutely.
Is this going to be for BUS 86?
Well, okay, so BUS 86 is no longer being taught. This
Gotcha.
is a replacement class for that, which is now EMS 013. So it's basically that class, but not.
And you said it was EMS 013?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And are you going to be, did you say there was another instructor?
Okay, Susan Reno teaches medical terminology. She was teaching the 1-credit one through the nursing program, and she was also teaching a 3-credit one through the medic program over at Contra Costa College.
Gotcha. Yeah, I still work with Susan over on I just talked to her today about the Contra Costa stuff.
So there you go. Yeah, that's Susan, and we have worked together at LMC. I think she's just awesome.
I agree. Yeah.
So she has been helping me out with this stuff.
Right. Okay.
And quite frankly, I just brain farted. What did you ask me about?
I can't blame you.
Woo! Okay, so you were just asking me about Susan?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last.
I said, were you asking me about Susan? I can't remember your question.
Oh, I was just asking if you were the only instructor.
Okay, for the EMS 013, yes, I am teaching 2 sections. They wanted to keep the same instructor for both sections.
Gotcha. Okay. And about how many seats are they allowing per section?
Okay, technically it is cut off at 40, but there is wait list where I can take as many as 50 per section.
Gotcha. Perfect.
I'm not sure how many I will actually take.
Sure. No, that's perfect. And you are not alone there. I think I get some instructors that are like, yeah, I should have like 20 students. They wind up with 80. And then I have instructors who are like, I have a 300 seat course. And then they have like 15. So that is all the information I need from you, Veronica. I just want to make sure my system's up to date. So if you do decide to work with us on MindTap, I can get you moved along, whether it's with Anna helping customize the course or Michael getting it integrated, and we can make sure we get you moved through the process as efficiently as possible.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely doing MindTap because then I don't have to grade homework.
You know what? If I could have had that when I was in school, and I went to a really small, like agriculture school, which I majored in business, and I don't know. Really, I went there to play a sport, and it was a really small ag school, and I majored in business, so it makes a lot of sense. But where I went to school, I mean, they just got Wi-Fi the semester before I went there in the fall. So I wish I had MindTap because I could have actually gotten my grades before they just showed up on my grade report after the semester ended. So yeah, I think it's probably one of the best features, and I appreciate you deciding to work with us, and I'm looking forward to helping you out.
Yeah, thank you. When it comes to the integration and that's Michael Hurst, should I just call him directly once I have all the stuff set up that I want to do?
So you could if you wanted, but I also want to offer. Sometimes I've noticed that, you know, if we say, yeah, reach out to me for this, and Michael for integration, and Anna for this and that, it can get a little confusing sometimes. So if you want to just reach out to me for everything and just let me know, like, hey, my course is done, I'm ready to get with Michael, I can go ahead and you know, get, like, we have like this thing called Calendly, where you can see our calendars and schedule with us for open time slots that are convenient for you. So I would just go ahead and, you know, let Michael know, hey, Veronica's going to schedule a time with you. Here's what she's using and her course and everything like that. But if you'd rather, I can just provide you his contact information. Totally up to you.
No, I mean that's totally fine, and I'll just like shoot you emails and say, hey, okay, I need to do this. Hey, okay, I need to do that.
That sounds perfect to me. Yeah, and that's again, that's what I'm here for. Even though I'm technically like a sales rep, 90% of my job is just customer service. Whether it's helping you get up and running, helping your students get up and running, um, helping with tech support and things like that, whatever it is. So I'm happy to help out.
Okay, sounds great.
All right. So, Veronica, I will let you run. I'm going to get to the bottom on some of these issues we're finding and get you some answers. And I'll be in touch as soon as possible.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
All right, Veronica, talk to you soon.
All right, you have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.